So hey guys, sorry for like the mess, but like I thought I would just like show you guys like my movie collection. I kind of organized it, like there's like about 100 and something movies. I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. My phone's like at 34%. I may like give like two or something little inputs on the movies. Some of these are actually like double pack. Like I have a Clint Eastwood kind of collection, like two packs to like four movies with like two pack thingies. So I may kind of like open up just like show you guys them or like whatever. If they're kind of brand new or whatever, I may not give specific details. Sorry if my bed's a mess. Slash my room in general just got this thing called Five Guys like probably an hour ago, and I'm still kind of drinking that drink and stuff. So we got 13 going on 30. This and this TV show called Glee probably got me through like my childhood slash like teenhood, growing up and stuff. Really amazing cast. Some people, I forget who, but like Kleiner or something thinks that I think it was Kleiner thinks that Andy Serkis, who's in this movie as like the boss of Jennifer Garner, that his character, like the goofy kind of one, is probably gonna be like Alfred and Matt Reeves the Batman. I'm just gonna like give those things a toss. Then this is one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies that's probably like a non-Western thingy. It has like a few of his co-stars of a few thingies, like Gene Hackman, who is obviously in like Unforgiven and a few other things. This actually has Clint Eastwood's family, like two of his kids, I think it was, or maybe three, and I think it actually has his like wife around that time as well, if I'm not mistaken. A few like my crushes. Then you got Armageddon. It's probably like one of my favorite team up movies besides like the Avengers or whatever. Great amazing cast. I love Aerosmith, like the soundtrack in general. I actually have a crush on this guy named William Fichtner, who I think like helped the team in it. One of Michael Bay's greatest movies as well. And then you got the A-Team. I used to love the TV series in general. Like every time whenever I would like go home or be sick, like usual or whatever, I would watch the TV series. I love this. I wonder if we're gonna get a sequel anytime soon. Like Liam Neeson with a woman's dress on, because like that's what his character did. Well, disguises in general. And like we'll see like Bradley Cooper and them returning. I love the TV series, as I said. There's actually like two cameos in this guy named Dirk Benedict, who was Bradley Cooper's character. He has an appearance. And the guy that plays Churchill Copley right there, my fingers like are not him. His character named Face, named Murdoch. This guy named Dwight Schlutz with him, I believe that's his last name. He got a cameo. My internet may go on and off, you guys. I may like record this later, like I accidentally did, and I deleted it. Then you got the Avengers. I have like a few celebrity crushes in this. I think I have a little one. I'm still in Skarsgård. And I forget if he's in this, but Sir Anthony Hopkins. Give me a second. We just got a heat warning over here. But yeah, I love Tom Hiddleston as well. One of the greatest movies ever, perfectly cast. Well, like I don't love him like as a crush thingy. That's for my friend. But yeah, pardon me. Like all the noise. There's like fireworks over here. Then you got The Bodyguard. It's like one of my favorite Kevin Costner movies besides Wyatt Earp. I used to be addicted to Kevin. There was supposed to be a Whitney Houston movie biopic called I Want to Dance with Somebody, and I'm kind of curious like if they're gonna like de-age Kevin or have somebody looking like him, if they were to like show behind the scenes. This is written by the guy that did like Star Wars and Indiana Jones, Lawrence Kasdan. If you guys are like fans of like 1970s singers or whatever decade she was, Diana Ross from like The Wiz and stuff, she was supposed to be Whitney Houston originally, like in like the 1970s, and Steve McQueen or somebody I think was supposed to be Kevin Costner, but yeah. That's the first of many. And I have an addiction to Clint Eastwood, as you guys could have probably told with that movie. But you got But you've got Bridges of Madison County. I think this is a Broadway play. This is probably like one of my favorite Meryl Streep movies, and probably one of Clint's best. I think I found this like a thrift shop, but still. And then you got one of Kevin Costner's like baseball movies. I think this is the first one that he did, probably like maybe a year or so before. like a year or so before Field of Dreams. Susan Sarandon's in it, and like a few other people. It's just like one of those funny ones. Unlike Field of Dreams, where it's kind of emotional. Then you got Caddyshack, one of my favorite like golfing type movies. Like, look, these little golfer. I used to watch this like every summer. I'm pretty sure there's amazing cast like Great Rodney Dangerfield from like Back to School or whatever. And I think that's like Dan Aykroyd or Bill Murray right there, right beside Chevy Chase. But yeah, I don't know. I have to watch that film. I think it's directed by the guy that did like Ghostbusters, Harold Ramis. Then you got Cheaper by the Dozen. I think this one's based off of a book, if I'm not mistaken. Probably. Like where they got the inspiration, probably, for it. Great amazing cast, like Tom Welling from Smallville, Lizzie McGuire herself, Hilary Duff. And then the sequel that has Eugene Levy from Father of the Bride and stuff like. Yeah, he was Mr. Habib, I'm pretty sure, like the one that tried to sell the house. And there's actually rumors that there could be a third one, like some of the cast, not including Steve Martin or Bonnie Hunt, the girl that plays mom. Oops, sorry. Have like hinted that, like teased it kind of by like dressing up as their characters in a way or recreating scenes. Here, I'm going to switch because I almost dropped it. Then you got the film Chloe. It's kind of an erotic or whatever type horror thriller mystery kind of movie where it's a little bit confusing. This is the first team up of Julianne Moore and Liam Neeson. I got the other one. And Liam's ex-wife died in filming this. This is like one of my favorite Canadian directors, Tommy Goyan. He did this film. Guys, get this. So that's Qui-Gon Jinn, right? Say hello there to Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Also known as Christopher Robin. Actually, if you guys look at Obi is right there, basically. And then, even though there's a take, Juan instead of Ewan. I love this. It's like sort of like Hook to me. Here, I'm gonna go into like the lighting a little bit. It's sort of like Hook to me, like, you know, whatever happened to Christopher Robin growing up, sort of similar to the whatever happened to Peter Pan type thing. And like, I love all these casting crew. Like, they originally got the voice back for Pooh, I think. Jim Cummings. I think he did Eeyore as well, if I'm not mistaken. And a few other thingies. Oh, great. Then you got Attack of Star Wars again. Clash of the Titans. This is like the 2010, I think it was, version, like the remake, starring Sam Worthington from Avatar. And it has like Liam Neeson, and it actually has like I think he has like a kind of big part or whatever, like medium or whatever, but Mads Mikkelsen's in it. Like, look at the visuals. That's this thing called a Kraken, you guys. And Ralph Fiennes, who plays like Hades, Voldemort in them. He's actually in this, and he was kind of the villain in Schindler's List. I hope I break some of these discs, no offense. And then you've got Harrison Ford's sequel, Clear Present Danger, because this is the second one they did as Jack Ryan. The first one I actually own as well, but like I went in alphabetical order. So, yeah. Give me a second. I got like Facebook notifications. Sorry if you guys can like see them or whatever. But yeah, and actually, fun fact, guys, I don't think I've seen this film, but fun fact, I should though. Isn't it based off the Jack Ryan thingy? That the TV series may do. There may actually be something based off of William Dafoe's character. And look, guys, Darth Vader, James Earl Jones is in it. I think he was in the first one as well, if I'm not mistaken. Whew, finally breaking Star Wars for a minute. Then you got Clint Eastwood's 4-pack trilogy of westerns. I actually own Unforgiven, but it's like downstairs. My stepdad technically owns it, so like sorry if you don't see it on the list or in here in general, because I kind of do these alphabetical order. I kind of have an inappropriate poster like over here, over there, so I'm not gonna like be showing you guys that just because of that. But like, this has some of his like greatest westerns ever before Unforgiven. You got Fistful of Dollars, one of the greatest westerns of all time. Then again, some people say that the third film one, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, its score is done by the late great Enrico Morricone, I believe that's his name is, that recently died like a few weeks ago or something. And then this one probably, Hang 'em High, probably gave Don Siegel or whoever did it. Yeah, Don Siegel, I think. Credit for what he would do later, also known as like Clint's inspiration for Unforgiven, and then like he gave, I think it was Sergio Leone, who did I think the first three, like the Fistful, $3 More, Good and Bad and Ugly. He did those three, I think, and then Hang 'Em High was like Don Siegel, and I think Clint credited them. Then you got Crossfire Hurricane. It's a story about like how the Rolling Stones got together in 1970s or whatever. I love the Rolling Stones. I got like there's posters over there. Sorry, like if it's like looks like it's dark when it's really not. Look, guys, there's Clint Eastwood, and I got a Joaquin Phoenix calendar in case like you saw him lurking in the corner. But yeah, there's like 2 Rolling Stones band typed ones. I almost like got probably I'll get like one like somewhere in my closet drawer one day, but like it could be wrecked from me opening it constantly. Then you got another classic of Kevin Costner's Dances Waltz. I think I used to watch this in high school. A great, amazing concept, and it's like a piece of our history. Like I think it was during the Civil War or something. Then you got this film called Date Night, which probably could have been a TV series, because like get this, Steve Carell from The Office, and then you got 30 Rock's Tina Fey. There's also a few other comical people. That guy that was talking about from Armageddon and William Fichtner, he's in this. And there's like Mark Ruffalo. Sorry. James Franco and Mark Wahlberg. I probably called Ruffalo Wahlberg. Here, I'm gonna try to get like here. I'll like kind of open this light up a little bit in case like in case some people cannot like see what I'm like showing or whatever. If anybody watches this on replay and they ask. Then you got maybe the final Dirty Harry movie. Like it says it on the back. Yeah. Starts on Hollister one time, but it says Clint Eastwood. Clint has like a 30-something-year-old son that looks kind of like him, like his like kind of face and stuff. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get like a prequel to the first ever Dirty Harry, who's like a cop that breaks the law in case nobody knows. And then like it featured kind of up and coming people. There's like a young Liam Neeson, and I don't know if it shows a picture. No, but like kind of a young Jim Carrey thing. But yeah, so maybe, who knows, right? Hi, Jackson. It says I got like one like, so why not? Then you got kind of a young Zac Efron. Give me a second. I know, just think. I'm going alphabetical, so like you have not seen Taika yet. He's somewhere. I give up. Maybe. Oh look, there's Dennis Quaid. Why not? But yeah, look at it, Zac. This is probably like one of the only Zac Efron films I own besides High School Musical. It's probably also sort of like the movie like Seabiscuit. Probably, I don't think I've ever seen this, but like I have High School Musical. I'm throwing Zac Efron and all my other crushes. Sorry, like if you like see my room being a mess, I have to like make it as soon as this video's over. Maybe soon. Because my phone's at 24, my iPad's like at 11. And I have to go and like put my cat in her litter box and stuff. And I'm getting comments on like Facebook, so ignore it if anyone sees it. Like if they're like, what? It's happening. Then you got this one called Dog's Purpose, where like Josh Gad portrays this dog that's like different incarnations. Like he watches over my boy. I just had to. My boy Dennis Quaid, all throughout like Dennis's character's life, and there's like a bunch of sequels to that. When I was a little kid, I kind of wanted to be a lawyer, so I probably got that because of this. This movie called Double Jeopardy with like Tommy Lee Jones, one of his greatest performances, probably besides like The Fugitive and stuff, and Ashley Judd, and one of my like Canadian crushes named Bruce Greenwood. Oh, great. Jackson, watch me say this. Ready? No, God. Then you got... I can't do this. Then you got this film called Escape from Alcatraz. Based off of real life events. This is probably like one of my other favorite Clint Eastwood movies that's like not a Western. And that's one of my celebrity crushes named Fred Ward in it. My friend Jackson like knows how much I love Fred Ward from like horror kind of movie called Tremors, so I just had to shout out. I may shout out like any of my other crushes that like you guys see on here or whatever. Then you got this film called Ever After, kind of like a young Drew Barrymore teenage probably one. It's like the retelling or whatever of Cinderella, like what happened to the father and stuff. Like more little details that like the animation version did not show you. It's also Broadway placed, I believe, maybe still, whatever. I forget who he was. Maybe he was like the father or something. But like one of my British crushes, Charles Shaughnessy from the Nanny. There, shut me up. Will you shut me up, Jackson? Then you've got Every Which Way But Loose. I think it's the first one or whatever, because I know that there's a sequel called Any Which Way You Can, with like Clint Eastwood and a fighting monkey named Clyde. That guy right there. And there's a few of Clint's co-stars in it that I've been previously seen a few thingies. I got this western called High Plains Drifter with this guy named Jeffrey Lewis, who's like his best friend in it, and like Clint's then girlfriend Sandra Locke is like his character's love interest, Clint. Then you got The Expendables. I wonder if like we'll ever see Mickey Rourke again in The Expendables, because like his character was only up for a few minutes or so, but like I loved the concept. Maybe I'll get a female one day. Oh look, guys, it's the film Universal Soldiers again, because it's Jean-Claude Van Damme. Then again, Jean-Claude Van Damme is on like the bad side, the guy with the sunglasses on, versus the guy that's kind of in the middle, right beside Arnold. Dolph Lundgren, who I have somewhere, I believe. Yeah. And then you got like this like kind of new generation called Expendables 3. If we get Expendables 4, I'm curious like who will be in it. Like, will it be any of these people in, like Ronda Rousey, Keelan Lutz from the Twilight movies, or will it be like a fresh new bunch of faces? Then you got Final Destination 1, 2, and 3. I don't think I've seen this before, but like I got it as a birthday present a couple of years ago from my friend. But maybe I'll like watch it one day. Who knows? Maybe I'll like stream it like on Discord. I got it on a Discord server, you guys. It's related to like Joaquin Phoenix and Heath Ledger. Oh wait, never mind. I cannot like put it in there because a bunch of random people. Like, who knows who's gonna join, right? Then you got Finding Neverland, which basically tells the story of how J.M. Barrie, played beautifully but wonderfully by Johnny Depp, came up with the Peter Pan concept. And funny enough, it says it right there, even though it probably is blurry for some people, but it has Dustin Hoffman, who was Captain Hook in, it's right there, the movie Hook. Alright. But I don't know who he is. Maybe Mr. Darling or something. I don't think I've seen this. My sister used to kind of does have the hugest crush on Johnny Depp. So that explains like why you guys will see a bunch of his movies. There's actually one coming up. I think that's underneath Dennis. Probably. Then you got this film called Firefox, where Clint shows off like his accents, like he does a Russian one. There's like fire jet. Look, it's Star Wars. Kidding. Oh, speaking of Star Wars, guys, The Force Awakens. Now, if you guys were kids in, like, the 1970s, you guys would probably be like, are we gonna ever see these characters again? And then you find out that there's gonna be another trilogy, and then you're like, we want new characters. And then, like, 20 or something years after that, ta-da! I love this. J.J. Abraham won my heart with this, even though some people hate it, but I do love it, especially for like that reason. I've been a Star Wars fan since I was probably a little kid, hence why I called Ewan McGregor my boy, I'm pretty sure. If not, Ewan McGregor's my boy. But yeah, and I love like Harrison Ford in them. Then you got the remake version of Footloose with Julianne Hough. I feel like this one's probably better. I don't know why. Maybe because of the Julianne thingy. Plus there's like a street dancer instead of an actor. I don't know if he's ever acted before. Blake Shelton does the theme though, and my boy Dennis Quaid, who you'll see in a few minutes or so. Jackson, are you still here? Are you still here? You missed my shout out of Fred. But yeah, Dennis Quaid's in it. Jackson. Then you got two of my other celebrity crushes, a father and son duo named Kiefer Sutherland and his father Donald. It's basically like an updated or an upgraded Western type thing. There's a few other people in I know and love. Brian Cox, who was the original Hannibal. I think he's like that guy right there. And a few other things. And it's just like a modern take on a recent Western or whatever. I'm gonna try to do this before my phone dies. You guys, it's like at 20%. So hopefully, like, I got a few of these to do. But I may just like not open up the cases. I'll just be like this and then throw it or whatever. Then you got this movie called Frequency. This is kind of confusing movie. It's on Netflix though. Like, there's a TV miniseries of it. Look, it's my boy Dennis Quaid, who I love. I'm addicted to. And I'm Jim Caviezel from the series Person of Interest. Then you got the remake version of Fright Night. This one actually has a cameo from the original guy, like the guy that played Jerry, played by Colin Farrell. And this one, like, great Anton Yelchin's in it. David Tennant from, like, the Doctor Who. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's Amber Heard. No offense. Then you got this movie called From Hell. It's another Johnny Depp movie. I blame my sister. And it tells, like, of who Jack the Ripper really was. I haven't seen this movie. I feel like I have, but who knows? I'm like 27, but who knows of like when I've seen them. Oh, great. Then you got Clint Eastwood again with John Siegel, with, Pat Hingle, who was like, I think he was like the first ever James Gordon, like in live action, like he was Jack Nicholson's James Gordon in the movie Batman. And I think he was the main sheriff or whatever in Hang My, but Clint Eastwood, I think, directed this, and this one actually has his girlfriend and Sandra Lock. You got this film called Get Smart. I don't think I've seen this. This may have been my grandma's, because I don't remember seeing this, like the 62% of laughs, but I may check this out later. The cast looks amazing. You got Glee with the late great Naya Rivera. This one basically got me through like high school or something, like when I was getting bullied or whatever. Then Ta-Da, like some of my favorite songs are on there. Journey's like Don't Stop Believing and stuff. And then this is season 2, which I found out like yesterday it was season 2. I had to like look closely at these discs. Because like I don't have the slip cover, much like the Glee one. So yeah. And then you got Encore, which just like has some of my favorite songs, but it's just like those songs and performance type thingies, like not the full episodes. Then you got this movie called The Golden Compass. It was kind of confusing movies. Like, I remember seeing Daniel Craig's character at one point, and then the screen just, like, went black. And then me and Mom just went out of the theater. It has some pretty great, amazing cast, like Nicole Kidman, his wife, or whatever, Eva Green, this guy named Sam Elliott, and a few other people. I should watch, like, that still. I got it from Blockbuster, like, when we still had Blockbuster. You got this film called Good Boys. Maybe I'll watch that, like, tomorrow or whatever, too. I don't really know if we have my niece or my nephew. I don't know why I'm talking fast. Maybe it's because my phone's dying soon. But really amazing cast. I cannot wait to see what this kid does next. The kid from Wonder and stuff. I'm like drawing a blank on his name, even though it may say his name. No, it doesn't even say anything. But it looks really funny and promising. Then you got my favorite like kid type movie of the 80s. The Goonies. I wish we could have gotten a sequel, but who knows, right? Like, they could probably kill off Chunk just because he doesn't act anymore. Maybe replace her with Meryl Streep because she's dead, like the girl that plays her. But yeah, I'm sure like Thanos and Samwise Gamgee and one of the Frog Brothers and a bunch of other people may want to do it. I did some references to like some of their movies in case anyone's knowing. Like, Thanos was in the Goonies or whatever. Then you got The Grey, Liam Neeson against werewolves. It's like a survival type movie. It's really confusing. Kind of like towards the end, like, did he survive or didn't he? Because I think he like just gets attacked by werewolves, but it's unclear if he's dead or alive. Okay. So I'm a huge Harrison Ford fan, as you guys can like see for a few of these movies or whatever. And it's like this. I broke The Fugitive. Okay, I'm gonna explain a few of these movies. Wait, I haven't seen this one. I don't think called Presumed Innocent. Look, guys, it's Solo too. Because there's the guy that played Dryden Voss, Paul Bettany, and Harrison Ford. Then you got The Mosquito Coast. If you guys have seen Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, River Phoenix is young Indiana Jones, and River's actually Harrison's son in Mosquito Coast, and you got my favorite film ever, The Fugitive, based off that TV series. I want to get creepy and check out Kiefer's version of The Fugitive. He's supposed to or whatever, be like the cop, like the Tommy Lee Jones one. And then I bought it again. I kind of had to like put like the new thing. I may watch The Fugitive or Presumed Innocent tonight. I feel like I want to watch Presumed Innocent though. Then you got this one called Heartbreak Ridge. It has like some of Clint's best insults ever, and like he's a military officer. I think this has like a few of his co-stars, but really great, amazing performance. Then you got High Plains Drifter, another one of Clint's directed ones. This is apparently like a collection, I feel like. Or Universal Western Collection. Maybe I have this one with like Unforgiven and them downstairs. If you guys have seen this movie called Shane, it's Western, I think, with a similar thingy to this, like similar storyline. Then you got Look What I Did to Zac Efron, Jackson. This is High School Musical 2. I love this. It introduced us, I believe, to Miley Cyrus as Hannah Montana. Like she was dancing in the background to All for One or something. But yeah. Then you got Hook, one of my favorite like Dustin Hoffman movies. I cannot wait to see. Did you hear me shout out Fred Ward? I accidentally did. But like, I cannot wait to see what Jude Law looks like, because he's supposed to be Captain Hook in this movie called Peter and Wendy or something. Like another version of it. Kind of curious like who Tinkerbell will be, played by Julia Roberts in this one. Rest in peace. Robin Williams, like one of my favorites besides Mrs. Doubtfire. Then you got the Rolling Stones. Give me a second, guys. My friend Jackson's like messaging. My mom hasn't seen Hook. I should force her to. Then you got Rolling Stones at Hyde Park. This is like a 2012 thingy on my favorite band. As you guys can probably tell a tiny little bit right now on top of Joaquin Phoenix. Did you hear my Fred shout out? I accidentally said I love him. Then you got this political drama called In the Line of Fire with Clint Eastwood once again and John Malkovich at his best, really great, amazing movie. This is probably maybe the first movie that you can like CGH technology, because like it kind of has the performance by a young Clint, but it's just like on a wallpaper clipping type thingy. Then you got Jackson's boyfriend. Yes, I loved Jumanji. I think I've seen the other ones. I haven't seen Next Level, I don't think, but like I've seen Welcome to the Jungle. There's a sequel technically, with like a young Josh Hutcherson, Zathura, and it has like Kristen Stewart from Twilight, I believe. Yeah. And then you got the original Pennywise, Your Boyfriend, and Tim Curry's performance of it. I don't know why either it's Trump or Tim Curry back, and I watch Home Alone too, just because like whenever Tim Curry smiles, I'm like, that's Pennywise. Actually, if you guys have seen, it's kind of not a spoiler or whatever, but if you guys have seen the Andy Muschietti remake to Part 2, the guy that plays the little Ben Hanscom in that version. But yeah, the guy that plays the little Ben Hanscom to that version, to this version, he would have grown up, and he he has a cameo as the adult Ben in Jeremy Taylor or whatever. No, I'm trying to blank on what his name is, but like his boss in the remake. Then you got John Candy's 3-pack. I don't think I've seen the third one as just going berserk, but I'm pretty sure I remember Uncle Buck, Macaulay Culkin interrogating the girlfriend. The great actors used to scare me. Like, I'm scared of certain animals whenever I see them in a movie. So there's like a huge bear. Gorillas usually scare me. Like, I can watch King Kong or like Mighty Joe Young. Jackson, help me. Oh my god, Jackson. Speaking of boyfriends, I got Taika. Oh no. Sorry. I I still gotta read the book for this, but I can't. I don't know where it is. I got like a book collection. You can't even see it, but like there's this and that. Look at, I got Taika. I'm like blushing over here saying I got Taika. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm addicted to Taika Waititi. Okay. Ow. I hit myself with it. I'm not gonna go over this film just because it's probably fresh in some people's, minds or whatever. But, like, I'm excited that, like, he won the Oscar. I'm still recovering from that, and I'm still recovering from Joaquin over there winning for Joker. Shut it! Right now, I love him. Oh, Jackson! Don't. Jackson. Joker! One of Joaquin Phoenix's greatest films ever. I'm curious if we're gonna get a sequel, and if so, if, like, we got, like, a Harley Quinn, who do you guys think would, like, be her? Like, I don't know. I could probably see, like, Margot Robbie, but she has Jared Leto's version of Joker. No offense, I don't like his version. And then you got Josh Groban in Alive. I think I did. You raised me up in, like, elementary school for, like, a religion type thingy. Stop it! I'm gonna tag Tom after this, like, our friend on Discord, Tom. And I'm gonna say it. I think I said my friend loves you, Tom, when I got to the Avengers. But, like, this is probably also, like, one of the live performance thingies that I got besides, like, the Rolling Stones. And besides, this one, Journey. It has, like, some of my favorite performances, but, like, there's, like, concerts and music videos thingies, like Don't Stop Believing. One of my favorite Khalees songs. And then the Rolling Stones. It's a 1970s concert. I think I have a crush on him. I used to. His name's Keith Richards. Don't you dare think of being, like, at Keith Richards in the chat. Some of my favorite songs are in here, but I have something better from, like, the 1980s thingy. That would be hilarious if I could take them for real. Don't you dare! I don't know if Joaquin has, like, any social medias, but don't you dare think of telling Taika. Like, when this video is over, don't you dare think of actually tagging him at, like, the time thingy when it says, and then being like, my friend loves you. I'm going to really come over with my niece's tutu. Then you got Les Miserables. I love this version. Like, Hugh Jackman's probably one of his best, besides, like, the Logan movies and stuff. My mom, I think, loves Russell Crowe. And, like, I love this. It's faithful to the play adaptation, which I have the 25th anniversary. That has, like, 3 Jean Valjeans, including, like, Nick Jonas, who just became an uncle on Wednesday. And, like, Michael Ball, famous, like, opera-type singer. And then you got Liam Neeson's version of Les Miserables, which I don't like. Because, like, I don't think it's kind of true to the movie. Like, Liam Neeson's character walks off smiling when his character, yeah. And Jeffrey Rush's character, yeah. I'm not going to, like, kind of spoil it just in case. I know. Don't you dare think of taking him again. I'm gonna hurt you or something. In a good way, maybe. Then you got Let's Spend the Night Together. It's a Rolling Stones thingy from, like, the 1980s. I love that singer right there. The one with the, like, tie type thing on. The one that's, like, near the mic. Him. Here. Where my finger is, even though you cannot probably see it. That guy. That's Keith Richards for you guys. I, like, have, like, 2 shirts with him on it, one I don't have on me right now. I think both have the disc, but I just bought another copy, and I think I broke one of them. I'm gonna have to go to Off Scene Jackson, even though I'm not done yet my thing. My phone's at, like, 9%. I'm gonna put Kitty in the learner box and see if she goes again. Then I got one of my favorite Christmas movies called Love Actually, and great amazing ensemble cast, including the late great Alan Rickman, Professor Snape, and my boy Liam Neeson. Yes, I love that one too. Then you got this one called Michael Jackson Devotion. Technically, since it's M for Michael, I put it as that. But I've never seen this before. I think my sister used to love Michael before me. Then you got his #1 hits, which include, like, Thriller, Beat It, Back in Black, not Black and White, and a few other things. $1 Million Baby. One of Clint Eastwood's greatest performances ever. I'm gonna cry. He should have probably won the Oscar, but Joaquin probably would have, or Jamie Foxx, who I think won for the movie. It's one of the greatest like boxing films of all time. Probably inspired like Ronda Rousey and them to become female boxers. You are the dang tooth fairy. Then you got A Million Ways, to Die in the West, which has a bunch of like celebrity cameos that you guys probably wouldn't have thought. The guy that Christopher Lloyd played Doc Brown, he has a cameo. I think Ewan McGregor actually has a cameo. I forget. Somebody said that they spotted him in the movie, but yeah. Then you got Mrs. Doubtfire. I think these are the only two Robin Williams ones that like I own. Like this is one of the greatest ones of his as well, right? I kind of quote him half of the time. Especially that Hollandaise sounds like burnt rubber and stuff. Actually, I think it was on the time that he died. My friend Erin, she asked, "Is there going to be a sequel when he died?" Excuse me a second. No, I don't think nobody else could have like done like the voice. Maybe Jim Carrey, but still, it wouldn't have been the same. Then you got another one of my favorite Christmas movies, National Lampoon's Vacation. Troy to the Road. I usually kind of quote that sometimes too. Or like different parts of the movie. Then you got this film called Non-Stop. It's like the movie Taken, but on a train. Yeah. And there's Julianne Moore, who I mentioned from this movie called Chloe earlier. You got The Pacifier, probably one of Vin Diesel's like funniest movies ever, where he does like this hilarious dance called the Peter Panda dance with Tony Shalhoub from the series Monk. The first Harrison Ford Jack Ryan movie called The Patriot Games, which has Sean Bean from Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. And I think this one, has James Earl Jones as well, / Vader. This is the only Pirates movie that I own. I think my sister owns others, but this is the third one in case you guys only see Pirates. My phone's gonna like die soon, so I'm hurrying this up. Yes, me too. Why don't you go do the Peter Panda dance on here? I would like it. I would like hashtag Vin Diesel or something. Oh wait, you don't have a camera. No offense. Then you got Pitch Perfect, which probably introduced me to acapella, even though I don't know. Maybe even a little bit more into like these people. Like I kind of used to / maybe will like if we get into their season watch Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist with the guy right beside Anna Kendrick, Skylar Austin, who's kind of cute. I used to be addicted to this TV series called Prison Break, so yeah. And there's like a 5th season or whatever that's on Netflix. Maybe we'll get another one. But I used to have a crush on this guy named William Fichtner in it. His character isn't even probably mentioned in the final one that I got. He's the guy in the black right there. Sorry, look if this is looking like blurry or whatever. Yeah. And I don't know if I'll watch the other one. Maybe his character's mentioned. Then you got the movie Red. I don't think I've actually watched this, but I should. Like, come on, you got Dame Helen Mirren and John Malkovich, Morgan Freeman and Bruce Willis, which looks promising. You got Rob Roy based off of the Scottish Highlands, and another Liam Neeson one with Tim Roth from the show Lie to Me. Oh God. You got Sir Morgan Freeman, I think he is. Alan Rickman, Kevin Costner, who I used to have the hugest crush on Jackson. Like half of the movies that I've said so far are like Kevin or this guy named Liam Neeson, and this guy named Christian Slater, who I used to love. And I love Bryan Adams' song "Everything I Do for You." I think I decided to sing that in high school as like a karaoke fun type day thing. Then you got the Rolling Stones again, some of my favorite songs, including an encore presentation of like a Rolling Stone. There's cop drama kind of thriller thing, The Rookie, which kind of has some of Clint's other best insults, with like kind of young Charlie Sheen and Raul Julia from the Addams Family and a few other people, I'm sure. Oh God, no. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I just love this detail. Like, there's Vader right there, Death Star, all the crew, and some of the like crew / bad people. I think Vader has a spot, doesn't he? Yeah, right beside Ben Mendelsohn. Doesn't he look so beautiful, even though he looks kind of blurry? Guys, we recently got confirmation Tarkin is going to be in the series Cassian Andor, which is going to be like 6 years before Rogue One, so I'm curious. Let me know if you guys think if Ben Mendelsohn and Mads Mikkelsen, why not, if like they will appear. I love my Mads Mikkelsen too. Oh, God. I did. Oh yeah, never mind, I will. I hope nobody sees that. Ignore it. None of your guys' business, no offense. Like if you guys saw what Jackson's typing in the chat. Then you got this film called Run All Night with like two of my favorite guys in it and the rapper Common. I used to have a crush on this guy named Ed Harris right there. And there's the rapper Common. You got the film Rush Hour, which is really funny. Curious if we're going to get like a fifth one or whatever with him back. Or a fourth one, I forget. And there's even a TV show. There's that British guy I was talking about, Charles Shaughnessy. Ow, I hit myself. You got one of Liam Neeson's greatest films ever, which is also one of like Steven Spielberg's greatest films ever, Schindler's List. I gotta hurry this up. My phone's at 4%. And like, yeah, one of John Williams' greatest scores ever, I think, in my opinion, besides like Jurassic Park and like Indiana Jones and like the Jaws and Superman and stuff. But yeah, and Star Wars, obviously. You got this film called Secret Garden, which was really emotional to me. I think it's based off a book. And there's like a remake coming out soon of this, which I'm probably not going to go see because I may cry if you guys like understand like what the film was based on. You got this really funny comedy called Spy with like Melissa McCarthy and a bunch of fantastic cast members. This one's really funny. Then you got Jackson. I'm kidding. You got this movie called Spy Mate where there's a monkey for like a Secret Service agent. Jackson's my best friend. He's a monkey, apparently. With like Emma Roberts from like Scream Queens. Then you got J.J. Abrams' version of Star Trek with like Chris Pine and a few other people. I love this movie. Like perfect casting, perfect crew. They kind of matched the original thingy. Shut up, iPad. I'm getting like notifications like crazy on my iPad. So sorry, like if you guys hear a bunch of dinging. You got the film The Rolling Stones' Exile on Main Street, which is like 1960s biography of like what they were doing around the time kind of thing. I think it was also 1970s, maybe 1969. I feel like this is the last one, but one of my other favorite Kevin Costner movies. This is the second movie with the late great Dennis Hopper from the movie Speed. Oh God, Jackson, I have to go. I know, this took me like 42 minutes so far, and I have to go in a few seconds. Like my phone's literally at like 3%. It's flashing red and everything. But really amazing presidential type movie. Then you got the first Taken. I don't know who you were. Him saving his daughter that got kidnapped in France. Probably paved the way for a bunch of these like movies. I used to love Liam Neeson a lot. I wonder if he'll return in Kenobi. Then the sequel. Wait a second, I got Twitter. We just got some exciting like news. In a few seconds. But, like, I'm just gonna hurry as it said. Then Taken 3, which actually is Forrest Whitaker, who played Saw Gerrera in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. I'm just gonna finish up these, like, last movies, and I'll save that news that I'm, like, squealing about for the next time I go live, or whatever. Then you got Terminator. I'll be back today. One of Arnold Schwarzenegger's greatest, with Michael Biehn, who's in the upcoming Mandalorian Season 2, apparently. This is it. Like, with arch footage of Michael Jackson. Three Stooges, also known as Me, You, and Joe. I'm kidding. Something Star Wars related. Yeah. With Sean Hayes from, like, Will and Grace or whatever. Tin Cup. One of my favorite, like, golfing type, Kevin Costner movies. I almost forgot who he was for a second. Universal Soldiers, Reed Teams, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Dolph Lundgren together with a professional wrestler. Liam Neeson, where he loses his mind, like his amnesia thingy. Jackson, what's this movie? Walk the Line. I think Joaquin should have won. No offense. I gotta get going, guys. Maybe I'll, like, do like a short like 30 or whatever minute video later or whatever with like the rest of these movies. Like I'm basically gonna get off like right now, right before my phone dies. Like I'm gonna be pulling a Chariots of Fire and like being like the da 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 and running around my room. Maybe I'll turn the light on too. Bye. Yes. Okay. Bye, guys.